Hey Tim and Ashley, this is Jason here at Vierinks RV Center. So I want to shoot you this quick video just pointing out the differences between this Vacationer and the all-new Invicta from Holiday Rambler. I just want to go through the differences to help you make your decision. I know you can't be here to physically walk through each one of them, so we're going to try and make this as easy as possible. So I'm going to start with the Vacationer, quick go through that. We'll hop over to the Invicta and I'll be able to compare the two of them so you guys can really see the differences. So starting up front, this is totally different. So this is obviously the 2019 look. They didn't really change it too much for 20, but you have the dual monitors, and what's really nice is everything is angled towards you. So sitting in the driver's cockpit, you don't have to reach way over to the right to be able to flip switches. Everything is angled right at you to make it really easy while driving. You have power shades up front, both day and night. You have MCD rollers on the sides. It makes it really easy to press a button and have your shades come down. The passenger seat is a recliner, so all you do is spin this guy around and it will recline itself. So when you're entertaining guests or when you're even traveling, you can have your feet kicked back. It's really, really nice. And you'll notice they are Flex Steel like we talked about on the phone, so it is a name brand furniture. Flex Steel is the best. They don't do it anymore because Flex Steel couldn't keep up with production, but Flex Steel is hands down the best. If you notice here in your galley, you are all solid surface countertops throughout the whole entire coach. You have a stainless steel sink with your solid surface sink cover to give you more prep space, as well as over top of your oven. And that is cool because you have a 3-burner stovetop, an oven, plus a convection microwave up top. So you can actually brown things right in there. Back behind that, you have an 18 cubic foot residential refrigerator. This is a Samsung, so it is name brand. You do have down below the ice maker, so you actually have ice into this fridge. It's not an RV refrigerator, so it does run off the inverter. Again, another thing that they don't do anymore is the L-shaped sofa. This does slide in for when your slide comes in, but it makes it really comfortable for entertaining, and this turns into a bed up here. Above that, you have cabinets all the way across your super slide. A lot of guys will just cut you short and only do half. This is completely all the way across. Back here in your bathroom, they do a one-piece standing shower in the corner. It does have a skylight above it to make for more headroom. This year they went with a pedestal sink, but you'll just notice how much storage is in here. Everywhere there can be, there is storage. So it makes it really easy to store all your things. Back here in the bedroom, you have the king bed, plugs on both sides. So his and her plugs for chargers or alarm clock or sleep app machine. You have a generator start back here too, so you don't have to get out of bed to start the generator. Cabinets up above, windows open on both sides, and then all wardrobe space along this side. Your washer and dryer would go right here. So let's go outside and we'll take a peek out there. So starting out front on the outside of the Vacationer, you'll notice you have your mirrors up here. These are fully heated and power mirrors, and the cameras are actually integrated into the housing. So a lot of guys are going to put their cameras right here, but then when the tires are spinning and you go through water, they just get clogged up. You can't see anything. So these are integrated to your blinkers. So when you click your right blinker on, your right camera comes on, left blinker, left camera comes on, so you can see those blind spots while you're traveling. You notice the beautiful look of this. This is fully painted, so it's hand painted. The whole entire coach is hand painted. They use a Mercedes Sikkens paint, so it is an uncurable paint, so you're not going to get those spider webs and stuff by this thing twisting and turning going down the road. You'll notice we use 22.5-inch rims with Michelin tires throughout. Michelin is the best tire manufacturer you can have, so it makes it for a nice and comfortable ride down the road. Right behind your entry door is your entertainment center outside. You have I think it's like a 32-inch TV out here with the speakers and a DVD player built right in. Below that is where your inverter is located. This controls your 12-volt system or your 110 system to run off of 12 volts. But you'll notice these baggage doors. They are fully hinged, so it is not just one single hinge. The whole entire thing is a hinge. So they're nice and sturdy, and they're side swing, complete door system. So it is not a fifth wheel baggage door like you're going to find on a lot of coaches. On this bay right here and the one behind it, it is fully all the way through. so you can see how deep that is. It goes from one side to the other for storing longer arms like fishing poles and awning mats, all that kind of stuff. Back here on your slides, it does come with slide toppers built in from the factory, but you'll notice there is no slide mechanism along the side of this slide right here. Everything is completely inside, and it is a rack and pinion slide mechanism, so it is completely gear driven. A lot of guys don't use it because they're a little bit more money and they're a lot heavier, but they are the best slide mechanism you can possibly buy. So that's what Vacationer does. They spare no expense. They make it the right way it's supposed to be. Up top, you have a complete armless automatic power awning. So press a button, that awning comes out. It has a wind sensor built right in, but you'll notice there's no arms, so those poles coming down the side, because when those are coming down the side and you're looking out your mirror and you see that protruding out the side of your coach, it's really hard to see what's going on with that awning right there. Back here, you have a one-piece completely molded fiberglass back cap. You have the roof ladder already built in. There is an extension because obviously we're not jumping up there, so an extension comes down here. Fully rated to tow with the hitch and your 7-way plug, but I love this part right here. This is a 50 amp coach because you have 2 ACs and a fireplace. This is a power cord reel, so you press a button, the cord gets rolled up. Those 50 amp cords are big, they're heavy, they're a pain, so with that power cord reel, it makes it really easy. This door right here is your generator. Vacationers, we do a 5.5 kilowatt or a 5,500 watt Cummins Onan gasoline generator. It runs off the gas tank for your actual Ford coach. And then here's your wet bay. So completely heated storage bays, completely heated wet bay, comes equipped with the filter built right in. Just makes it really easy to enjoy the trip. Now let's go over to the Invicta and we'll compare the two. All right, so now we're standing outside of the Invicta. This is Holiday Rambler's all-new coach. These things are awesome. I love it. But with the value of the Vacationer right now, there's going to be a lot of huge differences. Normally it comes down to a price point issue, but with these being the same price, it's crazy the value on the Vacationer. So we'll start up front. Still the same mirrors. They use a chrome housing instead of black, but it's fake chrome anyways. But it still has the side mount mirrors on there. But you'll notice there's no paint on this. Well, I should take that back. There is paint, but it's only partial. This part right here is painted. The rest of it is color infused fiberglass, and then all these swoops are just decals. So with the decals, they obviously will peel, they will crack over time, where the other one is hand painted. Plus it's like a $15,000 option for paint. So it is a nicer look aesthetically and maintenance wise, the paint. We still use the 22.5s with the Michelin tires. That's a Holiday Rambler thing, so you're not sacrificing anything there. But if you come back here, you'll notice your doors. Now remember we talked about the full hinge, completely painted and all that. This is an actual door out of like a fifth wheel. You have the plastic slams right here. So you'll notice this is not quite as nice and aesthetic as the Vacationer, but again, it's a price point thing. So it comes down to that. You don't want to pay that extra money for it. So we go with this style. Obviously the baggage doors in the Vacationer are a lot nicer. If you come back here, propane is on the side like this, an actual tank. So you're losing that storage right there because you have your propane. Look at your awning. It is a power awning. It is not automatic and it is not armless. So these are the arms I was talking about that protrude out the side of the coach that get in your way while you're looking out your mirrors. Now your slide comes back to this. This is called a SlimTech slide mechanism. There is nothing wrong with it. It is just not as nice, not as thought out as the rack and pinion. It's lighter weight and it's cheaper to put on. Again, it's a price point thing. So your best slide is the rack and pinion on the Vacationer, and then you have your SlimTech. SlimTech doesn't work that well with a larger slide. So when you put a lot of weight on those, they can pop out of gears easy with the teeth. If you come to the back, you're still the molded fiberglass back cap, you're still the hitch, and you're still the roof ladder. You're not sacrificing anything on the back other than just the look without having the paint on there. Over here, same generator on this one. You're a 5.5 kilowatt, 5,500 watt Cummins Onan gasoline generator. Storage bay, 50 amp service again, but you lose your power cord reel. So just a convenience factor, you have to run it up through that. Let me tell you, when it's a little bit colder or it's raining out, that is hard work. Again, the bigger slide has the Slim Tech, not the rack and pinion on there, so you do run more of a risk of having too much weight on there and popping a tooth off one of those tracks, and you can have some issues with your slide. Normally it's okay, but it's not as nice as the rack and pinion. So you can see the difference on the outside. It definitely looks totally different than the Vacationer. Still a great coach, just not on the same level. Let's go inside.